Hey guys, and welcome back. Now today, I know you guys haven't really asked for this, but I reckon the General Lee deserves his entire video dedicated to the General Lee. So today, we'll be looking at the General Lee's new 18 stud one upgradation, the minor changes I did to the General Lee since the last time you've seen it. Of course, you can see my hat over there, the General Lee on the screen, which is all upgraded, and you got an engine inside. And the Camaro was just there, well, for size comparison. As well as the S-Class, which you can't see, is all upgraded, but at the same time, not quite done. So, we've got quite a bit to get through this video, so let's start off with the S-Class locomotive, which is over on the left.
Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
So here is the S-Class locomotive, and this is what the S-Class looks like. It looks quite nice indeed. You can see the front, you can actually see all the curving in the dark blue. You can see there, which forms that nice dark blue strip. You can see the cowcatcher underneath, lowered in height. And yeah, of course, the steps are lower. It's a little bit different of a striping with yellow there. A new windows section with the rear view mirror or the side view mirrors. And then you got your bars as well. And black on top and dark blue air vents. And man, the S-Class looks quite nice indeed. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough bricks to add in the windows or make the S-Class even longer. So at the moment the S-Class is not done. And the bogies have been put up on my new shelf, which is up there as you can see. So yeah, quite a bit left to do in the S-Class. But unfortunately I had to wait for parts to arrive to finish the S-Class off. But honestly, it's quite a nice looking locomotive indeed. Looks really, really nice. So the Camaro is just for size comparison. You guys have already seen the Camaro basically. I already gave a full-on dedicated video to the Camaro. So that's that. And of course, General Lee. Lots of information for the General. So you guys can tell the General Lee is wider. 18 studs wide. Pick them up. You can see the 01 is actually on a curve, which is quite nice. You can see the whole car is curved. The front looks really nice too. And of course, no engine, but that's what the whole design process of the actual car was designed for. Because which is why I have my computer, because the computer actually has the missing part, the engine, which is finally done. Took me a long time to finally get that going. So yeah, that's basically what the General Lee looks like. So a little change I did is I made these slopes more curved instead of just a G-slope. The doorknob was pushed in more because the 01 was shortened. As you can see, there used to be a 2 gap, but now it's only a 1 gap, which looks much nicer in my opinion. And with the upcoming upgradation to the General Lee, we'll be shortening the whole car by one whole stud. So the wheel will go in by one whole stud, and the whole back will go in by one whole stud, as well as the back looking completely different, a lot more nicer than what it currently looks like now. So yeah, but the General Lee, in my opinion, looks really nice. It just the General Lee just looks great from the top view. But you see what I mean. So look how much better the General Lee looks from the top view. Quite nice indeed. So you can see my 01 hat over there. And that's pretty much it. Also the boot, there's nothing really changed with the boot. Basically the same as what it was when it was 16 studs wide. And also my friend Hayden, I don't know if I said this, but he actually approved it. He said that is wide enough now, which is great. So yeah, Want to see the generally top view? There you go. That's how it generally looks like from a top angle. You can see it definitely looks nicer. So yeah, generally it's just one of those cars that just looks so much better when you view them from like a top view. And then we lift the bonnet to reveal an engine. As you can see, right there is finally an engine that it generally has. Also, those red horns there, they're actually the Dixie horn. So obviously it doesn't work, but it's to represent that there's a Dixie horn. There's a lot more detail in this engine than last time. So I don't know everything about it, but I do know that that's the battery box. It's like the fan or the filter or something like that. The fuel tank, well, where the fuel goes in. Yep. And the Dixie horn. There's more of that stuff. The pistons are inside that whole compartment there. That's where the windscreen wipers are. That allows it to get the water for the windscreen wipers. There's no dip plug or dipstick in there. So yeah, and then just a bunch of wires and cords. Obviously an engine needs a lot more than that, but yeah, it's finally happened. Generally, finally has an engine, which is awesome. And I'll show you, since this one's actually the upgraded one. Let's go to set to original, and we'll go side view. Look how much nicer that back looks, and how much nicer in general. And you can tell the wheel has been pushed in by one whole stud. Look at natural generally. There's that one. You're not going to see a whole bunch of difference. So I might just put a side-by-side comparison. And also, yesterday we actually saw the Mario movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but if you love Mario, I highly recommend to watch it. It's amazing. I loved it. It was so good. So, obviously Luigi was my favourite character, and he's always been my favourite character. But man, it definitely is not a bad movie. You like Mario, you're gonna love it. Because man, it was so good. So many cool references to Mario, and yeah. But we saw it in 3D because it was the only one that was available at the time that we're gonna watch, and a whole bunch of us went to go see it, which was 10 of us. And yeah, it was great. Definitely worth it. Definitely. So if you can watch the Mario movie in cinemas, or if you've already watched it, then if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend to go into cinemas and watch it for yourself. Because everyone's going to have a different opinion on it, so yeah. So future upgradations for the General A is most likely going to be like the interior, with the seats, and what else? Lights, steering, and I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else, but I'll probably think of it in my own time. So there you go. That's a full dedicated video to the General A itself. And if you want to know how it compares to Creator Expert cars, here's my General. And here's the Creator Expert car. You got 18 stud wide, and you got your 16 stud wide. Obviously this one's still taller, not by much. 2 Skinny is taller than my General. But you can see the size difference. Right there. So yeah. And that's about it really, that I wanted to say. So school's been going great. Been keeping up to date with my work. And yeah, obviously all those amazing upgradations to all sorts of trains, and especially the S-Class one, which honestly just looks so good. So yeah, that's basically all. And also the blind got raised up, so the videos will be a lot more brighter, which is really nice. So yeah, also the chicken story is going really well. if you want to listen to the chicken story, I may dedicate an entire video to reading the chicken story. If you guys want that, I may add in chapter 3 in this video. So there you go. I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye.